Hey guys, Tat here and welcome to a breakdown of the Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer reveal trailer that we saw. Basically just going to be going through this frame by frame, picking out loads of new features that they've put into multiplayer, and believe me, there is a lot of them to get through, so this video could be pretty lengthy. This is just basically from the trailer. There was a long live stream of about half an hour's worth of footage. That is also going to be, you know, the stuff that was in the live stream but not in this trailer is going to be reviewed, and I'm going to analyse it in the next video that I'm going to be doing, which will be uploaded very, very shortly, so stay tuned for that. Well, let's jump straight into this video right here. So this first sequence is showing Riley the dog. He is a new kill streak, just a lone attack dog, you could say. So here's a kill streak in the multiplayer mode, but other than that, nothing really special. This is the first thing that I want to show you about. This is basically the new heads-up display, and they've rejigged everything into loads of different new positions, so let's get into it. So in the top left you can see the multiplayer map. Basically it's just got a little bit wider so you can see the overview of the map a little bit better. Down just below that on the left you can see the list of perks you've got. So that is that. Down in the bottom left you can see the score of the team, the game score, pretty much standard where you've been used to having it. Down in the bottom middle is the name of the game type, and then moving on into the bottom right of the screen you can see the ammo count. They've kind of set it up like Black Ops 2 did with the numbers rather than just like the symbols of the bullets of how many bullets you've got left, which is it's more convenient basically. And just above that to the right, just faintly, you can see the three different types of kill streaks, or the three kill streaks should I say. They are going to be using the strike packages that they had in Modern Warfare 3, which is different. Well, not different, but I didn't expect them to use it, but that is what they're using. But in the top right you can see this is where the new things really do come in. You can see your personal score, so your kills, your deaths and assists. You can see up there where you are placed kind of like in your team or in your clan in the game. So basically it doesn't mean you don't have to press select anymore or whatever the button is on Xbox to bring up that menu to see how many kills you got. It's a little bit more convenient but not cluttering up the screen too much. And just below that you can see the new kill feed. Now I've been used to that in the bottom left of the screen normally, so they've flipped it over into the top right, and also you can see that the friendly people are in the blue, and the enemies are kind of highlighted in orange. That's the colour of the names and everything, so that is also new as well. Moving on, skipping over some of this next stuff, the character customization is something that we're going to move on to in a little bit, but into this next sequence here, which I think really highlights the development in the graphics and the kind of animations of the game. As you can see him jumping over the window into this room here, just seems seamless with these new animations, and you know, it's going to feel like we couldn't live without them. Once you've played the game, I'm pretty sure we'll get used to them pretty simply and pretty easily. I think the graphics in this multiplayer mode look decent. They really do. They've really improved that, and the flow of the game feels really good as well, which is important. Moving on again, you can see the sliding animation there, looks really cool. And then this bit, which I've paused on now, you can see is a Juggernaut 14 point streak. Now, point streaks are what they're going to be using as the new kill streaks, like they did in Modern Warfare 3. Juggernaut is one of the kill streaks, so don't get confused with that of being a perk or something like that. It is one of the new kill streaks, and it'll show you all the kill streaks, as you can see, in that position there when you've earned them. So that is like the new place for the kill streaks to be shown, and then I'm guessing it moves down into the right hand column down at the bottom right, as I spoke about earlier. It also looks like you'll be able to cycle through your kill streaks and use them in any order, which is always pretty useful. As you can see, you've got the arrows at the top and the bottom of the kill streak stack in the bottom right, so that looks like that's coming, or should I say returning into the game. Here you can see how the new scopes look in Call of Duty Ghosts. Basically you have an improved peripheral vision, or you have a peripheral vision should I say. It is blurred, but it is something there, so you will be able to see enemies very vaguely in your close to near quarters while sniping, which is always useful. Here it says build your squad, and I believe your squad is 10 characters that you have that you can customise, and basically each character can only get up to first prestige, but every single character of course can get up to first prestige, which means overall 10 prestiges. So you as a whole can get to 10th prestige, but only by using every single one of the 10 characters who can each get to first prestige. A little bit confusing, but I'm expecting a bit more information on that in the future. Here, highlighted best with this shotgun, is the new kind of hip fire accuracy circle thing. You can see it's moved into a circle, whereas before I believe it was a cross. It definitely wasn't a circle. I know that for a fact because it looks new. You can kind of see where the bullet should go and then where they reckon it will go with the outer circle as well. And so moving on to this next sequence here, which is one of my favourite, which is basically, you can see on the map as well, it backs it up. You're in one of those like solid buildings, you're in like a cargo container kind of thing, and you can see with this shotgun, I think it is, you just blow this door open, and this is what we've been talking about, being able to open new routes with this slightly destructible environment, keeping the rigidity of like the rigid maps that we've been used to, but totally opening it up to more dynamicness really, and being able to shape the way that you play the map by opening up new routes and closing off different routes to the enemies by doing different things. As you can see here, opening up a route that you probably wouldn't be able to normally access by smashing that door open basically. So here we've got a quick list of what looks to be like all of the game modes in multiplayer: free-for-all, team deathmatch, search and destroy, domination, kill confirmed, search and rescue, grind, blitz, cranked, infected, hunted and safeguard. More information on those individually in a bit as well. However, I am going to tell you a bit more about search and rescue. As you can see, the gameplay trailer decides to follow it. So basically, it's a cross between kill confirmed and search and destroy. Normally in search and destroy, you die and you're out for the rest of the round until you respawn next round. However, with this new game mode, you drop a dog tag when you die. If the enemy picks up the dog tag, you're dead for that round. But if your teammates pick up that dog tag, you can basically respawn in that position. So it's just a cross between those two game modes really. Here you can see some more of the dynamicness of the maps. Random occurring events such as this lamppost thing falling down onto that car just makes the game a little bit more unpredictable. This is like what looks to be like a new chopper gunner or something like that. Similar kind of setup as in the heads up display that we've been used to, so nothing really new there. Here it's really highlighting some of the new items in Creator Class. I think they've put over 30 new weapons into Creator Class, as well as a whole new weapon class as well. That new weapon type is called the marksman rifle type of weapon, and there'll be more information on that in the next video that I do, covering all the stuff that's in the live stream, because we see a lot more of it in there. However, right around here you can see what looks to be like the new way of calling in kill streaks, a bit like the touchpad in Black Ops 2, just looks like a mobile phone kind of thing, guessing it's not. But what you can see at the bottom of the screen there is the Moab. So the Moab is coming back from Modern Warfare 3 and making an appearance in Call of Duty Ghosts. That's not what he's calling in, I believe, because the timer is on 0, so that's kind of like a short Moab warning time. But the Moab is in the game. We go through a bit of a period now of seeing loads of different kill streaks. We get to see something that looks like the quad rotor drone from Black Ops 2, obviously rebranded, renamed in this game. Also loads of air support as well, but they have said that they've tried to keep the kill streaks more ground based rather than just the annihilation from the sky, which is something that I've hinted on before in my previous videos. So now we get to see a little bit more about the cranked game mode, which is basically you have to keep moving once you kill someone, and if you don't kill someone before the timer runs out, you explode basically. But every time you do kill someone, you gain a new perk, so a little bit of incentive to kill people and keep on moving. Should stop the campers as well. There you can see the bus getting destroyed by some kind of RPG or something. Shows more dynamicness to the maps again. This is one of the new kill streaks called Juggernaut, and it looks pretty hard to defeat. I think it's a 14 kill streak. We saw it earlier on in the trailer, so I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I think it's 14, so that looks pretty hard to defeat, I'm not going to lie. But now moving on to something I was talking about earlier, the whole new weapon type called marksman rifles, filling that gap between assault rifles and sniper rifles. Talk about revolutionising the game. You know, this is something we haven't seen any Call of Duty game do for years and years. Add a whole new weapon type. Should be interesting to see how those weapons pan out. And if you're wondering, I am going to dedicate a whole video to the weapons that we see in this trailer and all of the gameplay as well. So I'm not just skipping over that, we're just going to get into it in another video, because this one's going to be pretty lengthy. We get to see here some new cool knife animations, so new ways to knife people, whether there's more than just one new knife animation, whether there's multiple depending on where and how you knife people, will be interesting to see. And this is just absolutely epic. You can see the bottom of what looks to be like a petrol station or a gas station, whatever, gets destroyed, and the whole thing's come toppling down. Whether this is just a dedicated dynamic map or just something that can happen in a lot of the multiplayer maps will be interesting to see, but that looks absolutely epic, the fact you can change the map that much yourself basically. Nothing much in this bit, and then finally we get to see some of the character customization. You can now be a woman fighting in that battlefield. I've got a feeling we're going to see plenty of those as people choose to equip as a woman for whatever reason. You can also see on the weapon the numbers 549, whether that's just the make and model of the weapon or whether that is the person's clan tag scratched onto the weapon. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. And that is basically it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please leave this video a quick like and maybe a favourite. It took a long time to make and break down. Also share it with any friends that you know would like this kind of stuff. Make sure you watch my next video, which will be going over the rest of the stuff revealed in the live stream, and I'll see you all in a bit. Ciao.